Peace everybody, welcome to Capital Combat. The name says it all. I'm Hakeem Branch, and today I'm going to recap this past Saturday's Triple G versus Martirosyan fight, which was for the bevy of Golovkin's titles. Also, they had Cecilia Brækhus in the first women's boxing match on HBO versus Callie Reese, which was a very good fight. I didn't talk about that one in the preview, so I'm just going to say if you didn't watch it, make sure you do, because it was really entertaining and it had a lot of technical skill, and it got a little dicey at the end because we didn't know how it was going to finish out. So we had a good, intriguing matchup from the women, and then we had the main event, which I'm going to go get into after this. For all of our longtime watchers, we'd like to thank you all. And we also want you guys to send your condolences to Rob. He lost his dad in the past week or two. And, you know, that's a big thing in a young man's life. And to my bro, I hope everything gets better. We attended the funeral yesterday. And if you guys could send him well wishes, prayers, whatever you do to, you know, wish someone encouragement in trying times like this, especially not soon after losing one of our co-founders of this movement. It's heavy. So I want you guys to wish him well, and we'll be back together soon once, you know, we get our schedules relinked together. So let's get into the main event. In the preview video, I was mentioning how Martirosyan likes to bounce in and out with his shots. He is a 1-2 type of puncher, and he would give Golovkin trouble early before he'd adjust and get the win. I picked him to win by decision, but we all know that was not the case. He adjusted a lot faster and was able to get him out of there really quick. So in the first round, Martirosyan comes out. He starts flashing the jab. He's actually landing it. He's using his reach. He's using that hop that I was referring to, and he was able to step out of range, land a jab, and then jump back in the range and land a right hand to the body. And all the while, Golovkin's still trying to gauge his distance by pumping his jab, and he's doing this the entire round. Pumping his jab, he's not really landing much anything else, but when he did land, you saw it caught Martirosyan's attention. One thing that I didn't account for was that Martirosyan had not fought in almost 2 years. I didn't know that. I thought he had fought maybe like a year or so ago. It was actually 2 years ago. So not fighting someone in 2 years and then fighting the best middleweight in the world is not the best recipe for success. But he was having success. He was able to land several right hands off of that hop back and hop back in that I referred to in the preview video, and he was able to time Golovkin at times with his jab. Now, towards the end of the first round, he was able to throw a 3-punch volley where really only the last punch landed, but it was able to stumble Golovkin a little bit because he caught him as he was backing up. It was a power jab, and he was springing forward as he threw the punch, and you could see, you know, he stepped off a little unsurely. And then he had the look on his face like, are you trying to embarrass me on TV? And we went into the second round where Golovkin gets on his jab, finds the range immediately, lands a nice overhand right, immediately circles, gets the uppercut in, and Vanis is hurt. Being a good veteran, he was able to survive that, get back into his groove, and he's starting to land again. And Golovkin shows the veteran savvy to, rather than disengage when Martirosyan got close and he landed an overhand right, he stayed right there and cranked a nasty left hook, hurts him badly, and then goes in for the finish. He hits him with another overhand right. Then he does something that is very technically sound and something that I like to teach guys, which is getting a nice angle for your power shots. He's throwing a jab and he's just pawing it. He's just pawing at him with the jab, and he steps over to his right and then cranks that monster left hook and catches him right on the temple. It's pretty much the end from here. He lands another volley of punches as Vanis goes down, and he does not get back up. So Golovkin secures his 20th title defense. He gets the spectacular knockout that people have been waiting for him to get. And now we just wait to see what happens to him in the future. So that's what we're going to be waiting on. Does he get Canelo again? Does he get Jacobs again? Does he get one of the Charlo brothers? Because I believe Jermell is now the mandatory for the WBC belt. So we don't know what's going to happen with Canelo and him. If they decide to do it again, we all hope they do. But if he doesn't, there are several options out there for him to fight. Several good options. Several options that bring intrigue into the match. Whereas you're not really sure how he's going to do against that style. So the middleweight division is starting to heat up. So we got some good things coming in the future. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're tired of seeing videos where guys are pushing agendas and personal emotions rather than actually what's going on in the ring and using that to drive their post-fight and pre-fight analysis, hit that subscribe button, because you're not going to get that here. If you want to catch more technical toolboxes, make sure you guys subscribe, ask questions, comment below. And now that I'm in the gym, I've got a couple pro guys that I'm working with right now. May be able to get some videos soon in the future. Like I said, we just got to get, Rob and I got to get our schedules together, and we're going to get those cranking out for you guys. So hit us up on our social media platforms, Facebook, Google+, Instagram, Twitter, all of that, Capital Combat. And we got a big fight weekend coming up. We've got UFC, we've got Bellator. I believe Linares and Lomachenko is this weekend as well. It's either this weekend or next weekend. Either way, we got some big fights coming up in the month of May. The following week, we got the Gary Russell card in Maryland. My boy Emmanuel Alim is fighting on that card. Hopefully that fight stays on and he gets to get back in the winning column again. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, fight on.
Since round one and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we've done is coming and cost. My fists are on fire. I perform till I perspire. My demons are in a rage. Keep thinking that it's a game. I kick crime, hurricane. I told them I don't play. I'm liquid.
Black Street Fighter.